This is a dog shit intro. Gubby Subscribe.
What is up, fellow gamers? Sonic here. Did anybody say chili dog time? Well, do I have a fact for you? I have bugs crawling in my skin, and you do too. So, grab some Hepsom Blue, because guess what? That's the only way to get rid of them. Alright, speaking of bugs, we got a really interesting team for today. Obviously enough, I don't know what, it made me think of this idea, other than the fact that it actually gets chlorophyll, which is kind of helpful. I mean, that's really the only thing going for this thing, right? But, it has Leaf Blade, which is nice, you know. It's a decent move, especially for something that's fast and wants to put out as much damage as possible, so you're not, you know, breaking a sweat in the middle of the game, like I do pretty often. We also have Lunge, which is also a pretty half-decent move. I wouldn't say it's great, but, you know, it's okay. It's not fantastic, but it'll deal with Calyrex Shadow Rider, and that's really all this thing is going to do, pretty much. That's why we have Groudon, obviously enough. I mean, do I really have to explain this thing? No, I don't. Okay. Incin. Incin is pretty easy. Its stats are a little changed as of recently, because, you know, we're in Regulation I now, as of, what, May 10th? I don't know, I'll put it up on the screen later. Anyway, yeah, so that's Incin. And then we have Walking Wake, which is another pretty interesting choice, at least in this regulation, because I haven't really seen this thing for a very long time, which is kind of weird to me, because this thing's kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, it's speedy, it puts out a lot of damage, it's a special attacker, you could put Assault Vest on it and be perfectly fine. Other than that, there's not really a whole ton going on here, other than, like, the normal stuff anyway. So, realistically, not really going to talk about that, or our little genie from Aladdin, not the animated version with, what the fuck is his name? I can't remember his name. What the hell is his name? You know, the guy that was Genie, and, I can't think of any other roles he did right now. Yeah, somebody put it down in the comments. And then we have Zacian. All right, Zacian's just here to kind of dish out as much damage as possible, just like Leavanny. But realistically, this thing's probably going to have an easier time putting holes and shit than, well, obviously enough Leavanny is, because, you know, it's been around. You know, it was pretty much like the only thing that everyone used besides Incineroar back in Gen 8, and recently it's kind of getting a resurgence, which is kind of cool. Even though its Interpret Sword kind of got a nerf pretty hard in the beginning of Gen 9, which is very understandable, because every single time this thing would get a boost, every single time it would just be switched in. So, I mean, realistically, it was just very annoying and hard to deal with, but now we don't really have to deal with that too much, other than maybe, like, you know, a 1-stage boost once per battle, which is nice. You know, it's still good. I mean, realistically, look at that fucking attack stat. You're not gonna need that. Realistically, you're just not. So, I mean, yeah, let's get into the first battle, shall we? Something I forgot to mention is that I haven't tested this team out, so I don't know if it's going to be very good. I hope it's good. I mean, don't we all? But I don't know how well this is going to work. So, just to kind of get something going with Leavanny here, because I want to showcase this thing off. I want to showcase what it has to offer. Do I think it has something to offer? Absolutely not. But it's worth a shot. All right? It's just worth the shot. Let's go. I'm feeling Heat Crash, but I don't think this can... No, he doesn't get Levitate. Okay, cool. Let's go Precipice Blade. That'll take care of these two anyway. And then we go Tailwind here. They're probably going to try and fake out. Okay, I thought they were going to fake out the Tornadus, which is, you know, not a good move on their end. But Trick Room. This thing gets Trick Room? I didn't know that. I didn't know that Dialga gets Trick Room. That's very odd. We'll do Precipice Blades.
And then we'll do, I guess we protect here. There's not really much we can do in this situation. Yeah, I didn't think about Trick Room teams, which I should. That was nasty! Did you see that? I survived a hit. Damn, boy. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? We're still gonna die here, but I mean, Sun is still active for 3 to 6 turns. So, I mean, we protect, and then I'm feeling that we let you die, and then, we have 2 turns left. I didn't think of that. Let's do that. Yeah, that seems fair to me. All right, let's see. Okay, we're gonna taunt you. You can't do Trick Room. Okay, Glacial Lance, that's fine. We die anyway. Okay, cool. And then we Walking Wake, I guess, because that's realistically our only option here. Let's see. I don't like this team one bit. I don't. We go maybe we go flamethrower. We're gonna die here either way, I think, right? Because you're a special attacker, and you're a physical attacker. Fuck. Okay. Well, yeah. All right. Cool. All right, Leavanny, do your job here, buddy. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Ready? I'm gonna protect here. Oh no, I don't have protect on this thing. I guess not. Never mind. Whoops. Okay. Well, this isn't going as expected. Now is it? You have me. Well, let's do lunge on here, and then yeah. That didn't do very good. Let's go into the next battle, shall we? Oh, wait, another Walking Wake. Interesting. Yeah, this is another Sun team. Definitely Tailwind. Probably. Yeah, your main player is probably going to be Zacian or what do they call it? Ogerpon. Let's. You know what? Here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to set up Sun for them. So even if they don't, we'll still be okay. And then we send in Zacian to kind of dish out some damage here in between. What was it? You and you, because I don't like either one of you, but I especially don't like Zacian here. I don't like Zacian here. Moltres, Fluttermane, okay, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, we set up Sun for them. That's awesome, lovely. And then what we're gonna do here is actually Rock Slide, and then we're gonna Tailwind here. There we go, perfect, lovely. Well, they didn't get the taunt quick enough, so that's nice. All right, cool. Okay, Tailwind. Okay, cool. Love that for us. What we could do realistically is Rock Slide again, Bleak Wind Storm. See how that works. But yeah, this setup seems to be failing us a little bit. Maybe there's something I could do. Maybe like Koraidon wouldn't be too bad. But realistically, I don't want to use Koraidon. I just feel like Groudon has a little bit more accessibility when it comes to moves, and because Fluttermane is still a thing, obviously enough, I feel like I shouldn't and just keep Groudon on the team. It just, to me anyway, it feels like a worse Groudon. Like, I guess you do get like the attack boost, but realistically, that's the only thing that's really going for it. And then, yep, Leavanny, Chlorophyll, awesome, cool, love that. 632 speed is insane. I love that. All right, we're gonna Terrasilize here, and then we're gonna Swords Dance, and then kind of hope we survive a hit. At least if they don't double into us, that would be very nice. Do I think it's gonna happen? No, but realistically, it would be nice. Fire, okay. Swords Dance, awesome. Bleak Wind Storm, awesome, cool. Speed down, awesome. Love this for us. Sash activated, okay. Good on us. Missed, good. Loving it. What do we do here? I I don't really know. We can lunge and hope for the best, and then Bleak Wind Storm and get us out of here. Okay, awesome. That's down. Awesome. 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 You're gonna hit me. Yep. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't go for Leavanny because he's low as hell. Let's see. Let's see. Ogerpon. Okay, we can probably deal with it. We can reasonably deal with it. They don't have Tailwind, so we're gonna be faster either way, right? Yes. Awesome. Love that. Let's see. We can go Poison Jab again onto Ogerpon. Let's do that, and then we go Secret Sword straight into Walking Wake. That sounds good to me. Okay, we're gonna die here. That does not sound good to me. Nope. Oh, okay. Well, we can get rid of you. Awesome. Love that. And then we can easily get rid of you with Sacred Sword. Awesome. Love that. No, I guess not. I guess not. I guess not. I guess not. Okay. Is you just attack like super high? I don't know what Ogerpon's attack stat looks like. I'd have to look. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, let's see what Ogerpon's attack stat looks like. Ogerpon, Hearthflame. Yeah, your attack stat's pretty high. Okay. 252. I'm assuming it was probably 248, maybe something like that. Yeah, 339. Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. All right. On to the next battle. Fuck, Groomsetters. I know Palkia gets Trick Room. I know it because I used to have a shiny Palkia with Trick Room on it. And at that time, I was like, what, like 4th grade? So I didn't know what Trick Room exactly did. And I would just, mess around with Pokemon I thought were cool. And Palkia happened to be one of them. Which I know another content creator that we kind of interact with each other. TCG Jake on TikTok hates this thing. I don't know why. I don't know what it is with him, but for some reason he hates it. I love it. I love Palkia. Palkia is cool. All right. If you don't like Palkia, then get out of my clubhouse. All right. Well, because of what they're trying to do here, I don't think it's a good idea to send in Tornadoes. So what we're gonna do is actually kind of mess them up a little bit, and then send in Tornadoes towards the end of Trick Room and completely wipe out their team, which just makes sense. Literal baby mom? Is that what it says? Literal blood? Oh wait, literal BM? I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Baby mom? I don't know. Baby mama? Just a pal. He really is a pal. He really is. All right. We can Precipice Blades. Hopefully that works out. And then we can Leaf Blade straight into you to kind of get rid of you, protect, okay, whatever. Oh, you're not Trick Rooming. Ooh, okay, that's fairly interesting. I don't know if I like it, but it is fairly interesting. Let's try to hit Palkia, like with a blank shot. A shot in the dark. Let's see how much damage that Leaf Blade does on its own without doing Swords Dance. Because I think that would be fairly interesting. Okay, that did a decent amount of damage. Hydro Pump, we still survived that. Okay, cool, awesome. Precipice Blade, okay. They're probably going to send out either one of these two for Trick Room here, because they're going to need it. Yep, okay, cool. I say here we go, maybe we do Grass, and then we do Heat Crash straight onto Steedmeister. What the fuck are these names, dude? I forgot to name this team. What the hell is wrong with me, dude? I was so good at naming Pokemon that wasn't even funny. But like, what is this? This is wait, Sudsmon? What the hell? All right. Well, we can completely get rid of at least Steedmeister. Rage Powder, that's fine. Okay. And then Heat Crash did nothing. That's fine. Yep, we're gonna survive with Sash on us. Awesome. All right. I guess we send in Zacian and then just get rid of their Trick Room on, and then go straight into what is it? Into Among Us with Lunge maybe, and then try that. I mean, it's neutral damage, so I'm not expecting it to do a whole ton. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But at least we get rid of him, so he's no longer sleeping us in the middle of the game, which would be hella annoying. awesome. And then we send in Tornadus, and then we taunt you, and then okay, this is looking good now. Sacred Sword, all right, and then we taunt you because you can't switch out here. Awesome. Taunt. Awesome. No. They're gonna kill us. Dude, what the fuck? It literally, how is Glacial Lance wait, how much HP did that do? 55%? That doesn't sound right to me. I don't know why that doesn't sound right, but it doesn't sound right. It feels a little, like, odd. It feels like that shouldn't have happened. Because realistically, right, that should have done neutral damage, right? Because I'm a steel type. But that shouldn't have done 55 damage. Damn. All right, well, next game. Interesting. I don't know what the hell's going on here, though, between Gengar and Indeedee. I imagine this is some kind of, like, what do they call it? Psychic Surge expanding force team. But I don't know what Gengar is doing here. That's kind of odd. I kind of like it. I kind of like that idea because it's very unpredictable. I mean, my team is somewhat predictable, I'm not going to lie. Because, you know, it's just Sunmon on top of Sunmon on top of Tailwind Setter and on top of a very common Pokemon in the meta. So, I mean, realistically, how unpredictable is this team? Not very. Let's go Groudon. Let's do our normal setup and then try and get rid of... I feel like this is a Dark type. This has got to be the Dark type Urshifu. Indeedee, yeah, Armorage, okay, cool. I'm going to Precipice Blade straight into both of these, and then Taunt doesn't work here, does it? I don't remember. What does Psychic Terrain do? I gotta figure this out because I don't remember what Psychic Terrain does. All right, don't blame me. It's been a while since I've actually played Pokemons. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Psychic Terrain. 5 grounded, psychic priority. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Cool. Love that. Let's do Bleak Wind. Wide Guard. Alright. Yeah, love that. Yeah, we're not going to do any damage here. Luckily, we didn't do Tailwind here, which is nice enough. Let's do Protect. They're probably going to do something again like that, like Wide Guard. But, I mean... Can you blame them? Can you really blame them? No, I can't. Because it's fucking stupid. Fucking hate this shit! Helping Hand. Okay. I don't like that. I'm gonna go Poison. I'm gonna go Terra Poison on this thing. And then, do absolutely jack fucking shit. Because I know this thing's gonna die, like, instantaneously. Psychic Terrain is really fucking me up. Follow me, cool. Yeah, Poison, critical hit, Sash, awesome. Yeah, love that. Love it. There you go, yep. Bleak Wind Storm, okay, that did at least a little bit of damage, alright. And then that gets rid of you, awesome. Okay, we're still fucked. Either way, we're still fucked. We're more cooked than a fucking Thanksgiving turkey, alright? We're more cooked than fucking Snoop Dogg right now. But that doesn't mean we can't pull something out of our ass. I don't like this. I don't. I wish this thing got a priority move. That would be so helpful with, like, double speed on top of Tailwind. That would be so nice, but I know it doesn't get any. That's why I was kind of like, do I use this Pokemon? No. Do I want to use it? No. But am I still going to? Yeah. Alright, Zacian's our only hope here, which is kind of depressing. We just go, yeah, you know what? This fully constructed team of absolute misfits plus Zacian, alright? I hate that so much. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get fucking cooked. Yeah, I figured as much. God damn it. 100% damage! Fuck! Holy shit! Damn! Alright. Yeah, I guess this, oh shit. Well, I mean, it also doesn't help that the mic is, like, you know, straight up into my goddamn face because, you know, it doesn't catch noise like it should for some goddamn reason. I don't know if it's the cord. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I talk too quietly, which realistically, I don't talk quietly, all right? the tism really has me in a chokehold when it comes to my my voice level, you know. But you know, it's good for outside, you know, because then I can like, you know, actually perpetuate. I don't know. Send out my voice, send it forward, you know. Behold my voice. But anyway, I can, you know, use that in my advantage. But you know, in like tiny little rooms like this, I kind of have to talk like a fucking mouse. But I can't talk like a mouse, even though I'm doing it right now. Anyway, all right, this is going to be the last battle for today. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Gubbymon on YouTube for more interesting VGC content. A little bit added spice, and that spice being autism, of course. And stay tuned for next week's video.